I want to talk about something which we have achieved. That in today, 1 out of 3 trucks in Europe, the medium and heavy duty trucks, is working with Rotex online bus. So it's a great achievement for an Indian company to be being present in 1 out of 3 trucks in Europe today. And this was possible by we supplying our solutions to companies like Volvo, DAF, and Scania, which all put together accounts to a 45% of the European market share for medium and heavy duty trucks. And it has been a very exciting journey. We have filed a lot of patented solutions, and these solutions have been very well recognized by company across. So I want to like to talk about a solution for CTIS, which is Centralized Tire Inflation System. Now this solution is a very, very innovative solution when it comes to tire management. Most of the time people have a TPMS, which has been now sort of legislated in Europe, which is tire pressure monitoring system. But the limitation with that is you are able to monitor the tire pressure, but you cannot do anything else. Right? You're just monitoring. If it is low, it will just beep out, and that's it. But what if we have ability to control the tire pressure itself? What if we not let the tire puncture stop the vehicle itself? What if we make the vehicle capable in run in any terrain, and you don't have to change the tires when it snows? You just reduce the pressure, right? And this is what possible with centralized tire inflation system, where not only we just monitor the tire pressures, but we even control the tire pressure, which means we are able to inflate it or deflate it as a control. Now the advantage of this system is it will help in improving the fuel efficiency, because now you have always a optimum tire pressure, and that tire pressure also optimum with respect to the load the truck is carrying. If the truck is loaded, you need to have a little higher tire pressure compared to when the truck is not loaded or partially loaded. In the different scenarios, you may have a different tire pressure to have an optimum fuel efficiency all the time. Also, it increases the tire life to almost 2x level, and which is another advantage. And the third and the biggest advantage is, example, if you are getting into a, let's say, a muddy environment or a desert or a snow, right? Your tires will have a tendency to get stuck into such environment because it will just stuck in and dig in. But let's say if you are deflating your tires, it will have a much better spread, and now you can have a much better traction even in such scenario. One of the few of these such applications are also in the agricultural field, where let's say if the agricultural vehicles is going into the field, they don't want that field land to get compacted. Again, you can reduce the tire pressure, get into the fields, do whatever is needed, and again when you come back to the highway, you can have again a right pressure to have a better speed and better suitable environment for running it at higher speeds. So this combination is possible with the CTIS. We have already supplied the systems to Ashok Leyland. Over 3,000 systems are already in place in the market. Basically, we are supporting even the defense trucks, BAML. There are a lot of other truck manufacturing companies in the defense sectors, right? We are already supplied Volvo and their sister company for the same applications, and there are a lot many others under traction where people are exploring these capabilities into the trucks, and this is going to improve the uptime of the trucks. And we have seen that almost once in a 5 years a typical truck will see a puncture scenario, which will let down the truck by almost 5 to 6 hours, which completely can be avoided. We can make the trucks the failures of almost 6 to 7%, which happens in a year for let's say fleets of trucks with respect to tire bustings. Those can now be avoided, right? And we are able to save almost somewhere around 0.2 to 0.5% of fuel consumption by having a right tire pressure in the wheels. So the whole system will be giving the complete readings on the dashboard itself. So there is no need to wire, the driver to go and check the tire pressure. It also gives the comfort to the driver that he doesn't even bother to fill the tire pressures, right? If it is found to be low, the system itself fills it automatically. Also, it pinpointedly tells which tire pressure or which tire has a puncture in its case it has it, and that helps even the diagnostic and quick repair, right? And the third, the most important is for the driver, they don't have to manage the tire situation on the road, right? There is no breakdown. It is just running, and you go to the nearby garage or whatsoever, and then you can say, okay, this particular tire has a puncture, and you get it repaired. So it's let you go full on with 100 kilometers speed without any breakdown, even if you have a small puncture. It's a huge, whomever we have discussed, they all were for it. They said that this is a killer product. They were looking for a solution which can solve this. There are some solutions of similar nature, but then they cost almost 7x. And this is a solution which we have built, which has the fastest speed in the world with respect to fill ratio, filling the tire to a maximum from 0 to maximum and maximum to 0 is the fastest in world. We compete even the world best with respect to this filling and drain ratios. And with the patented solution, we are able to give this at much competitive ride rate, making it completely suitable for mass scaling. We have been working with solutions for Euro 6 and now even for Euro 7. Of course, the Euro 7 is yet not out, but the people have started preparing, the illustrations are out, and we have started working with the companies for emission controls for Euro 7 also. And we have a solution here which are hydrocarbon dosers for DPF regeneration, which is now mandatory. In Euro 5, Euro 6, still you are able to manage the dosing through injector in the, let's say, engines, but for Euro 7 you need to have a separate doser, and this is where we are already ready with the product. Also, we have the products for urea dosing applications, right? And we have a customer called Albonair whom we cooperate with, and that helps in air assisted urea dosing. And now this becomes also very, very important when it comes to Euro 6 and 7 applications for emission controls. Also, when it comes to safety, I'm proud to say we have been supplying the solutions for ABS and EBS, which is going to almost now 1/3 of the population of commercial vehicles, with supply is going to Hengst, a US-based company, which is the third largest company when it comes to ABS solutions. And apart from that, we have many solutions, which is next gen solutions for, let's say, ADAS, right, where you have everything getting into automated. So we have almost supplied more than, I think, more than 10,000 solenoid valves for a company called Rotex, where they are supporting for building autonomous vehicles. Each autonomous vehicle contains 36 sensors, and this particular solenoid valve helps in keeping those sensors clean, right? Because the cleanliness of the sensors is most important in especially a completely level 4 autonomous vehicle. So we have been working and supplying products for level 4 autonomous, which is a completely automated vehicles for the future. So when it comes to life cycles, I can say we are almost 2x the life cycles in many of our production offerings compared to the European products. And in some of the places, we are not just offering the life better, but we are able to reduce the weight by almost 60 to 70%. Now that again gives a great advantage to the customer. Third, when it comes to cost, yes, we being in India is one part, but the redesigning capabilities which we have is not just we got the part or you make the same one. No, we completely redesign the solution, and when we redesign the solution, the impact and the cost reduction we are able to get up to is almost 60%, which means you're buying at 100 and we can give you at 40. And that was possible with our complete innovative designing capabilities and the way we look at the problems and solving it. So there are a lot of patented products which we have in the basket, a lot of patented solutions we have filed, even for a safety here, where there was problems where we have tippers, right? And typically tippers needs to be operated in a safe labeling environment. But there are cases where tippers were operated in the uneven surface conditions, and when they try to tip the vehicle itself topples. And to avoid that scenarios, customer were looking for some solutions. They try to put some solenoid valve in between the, let's say, control valve and the hydraulic unit, but people were bypassing that also, right? Because they wanted more comfort. And to make this completely robust in terms of safety, we have built a complete solenoid valve into the control unit, thus reducing the weight, reducing the cost, reducing the joints, reducing the possibilities of leakages, and making a complete robust solution which can never be bypassed. So what I believe as a person is that we are here to build trucks into super trucks, and the super trucks has a typical capabilities that they are efficient, they are sustainable, and they are there to provide a great value to the end users, right? And that's what makes a super truck, right? A typical man becomes Superman when he gets the superpowers, and this is what we believe, that we make the trucks capable by providing it as superpowers, right? A superpower of highest safety, highest reliability, and next generation capabilities. And we, in my book, has been talking about what are those next thing coming up in the truck industry, right? How hydrogen is going to become a critical play, how EV is going to be a critical play. What are the different, other than this too, also there are things which one should be keeping eye, right? Which is majorly getting missed out. What are those, right? And how everybody should start focusing their R&D towards building solutions around those problems, right? There are problems which are there with respect to the weight, carrying capacity of the vehicles, also tracking of the vehicles, and having a predictive diagnostics, so that you don't have a failure and you have a predictive message coming to your truck before even the failure takes place. And that's why you will handle it. So there are so many requirements in the market that I have captured in this book, and I have tried to also add some example how we've been, as Rotex, is trying to contribute into the solutions through my book. And it has been written in 3 languages. Okay. So we have this in English, and this is the Swedish version, and this is the another book which is a German version of the same. So English and German. So I said the biggest OEMs are in the Germany and Sweden, and this is why we said let's have some impact with them. So last 4 years we have been growing with 30% CAGR. It has been a tremendous growth. This year we are targeting to grow by almost 60%, and the automotive segment is also growing as a whole. Rotex is a company. We are a multi-segment company. We cater to almost 37 segments, and automotive is one of the segments which contributes almost 40% of the business as a whole for us. But as a whole company, we have been growing quite dramatically, and even the automotive, we see a tremendous opportunity for this year, even for the 2 years coming down.